Hello and welcome to Mock Productions. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are here with the unboxing and review for Paralon, one of the warrior class figures from the Clash of the Transformers line for Robots in Disguise. Now, Paralon is in the 2.5 series of Robots in Disguise / Series 3. Rather interesting because, as you can see, let me just show you here. There are all these new little mini-cons where they actually form into weapons, and these guys actually use them. Now, actually, in this new series, there are all these mini-cons, and this guy comes with, I think it's Buzz Strike or something like that. It's something Strike, and he holds it, and basically this mini-con can control any sort of robot. But there's all these different ones, and it's interesting to say the least. And at the moment, I'm on episode 3 of these new ones, but it's rather cool. It's definitely rather cool indeed, which is why I wanted to get Paralon. There is another one. I won't spoil who it is or what they look like, but I'm going to get that one as well. And hopefully I'll get some of the mini-cons as well, so at least you can pair them up and they'll be in that sort of same category, which would be really cool. So yes, we have Paralon, which is basically it's a repaint, no remolding. I don't think the head is different, but you never know. It might be slightly different, but I don't think it is. But yes, it's a remold of Scorponok, who we reviewed actually, I think, last week or the week before. But this guy is pretty awesome indeed, and I can't wait to get him out of the box and see what he's like. So, without further ado, I am going to get him out, and we'll see what he's like from there. Okay, so here we have Paralon. Now, looking at him, he looks extremely cool. I was thinking this purpley pinky sort of scheme was going to be a little bit meh, but honestly, it's pretty cool. I think it works rather well. It makes him look very Decepticon-like. Obviously, the symbol is purple, but he is rather cool indeed. So, of course, I did say it's going to be an unboxing and a review. So, I'm going to put him into a Scorpion mode, and then we'll be back to transform him back into this. So, let's go over to that. Okay, so here is Paralon in his Scorpion mode. Now, of course, like I said, it's a duplicate of Scorponok. So if you know the Scorponok transformation, you'll know how to make Paralon into a Scorpion and back. Now, of course, the little dagger knife sort of thing can plug into the end here. But, I mean, if you want the full proper look, then just take it out and then you can have that sort of coming up right around the back. Now, obviously that was supposed to be pegged in there, but there's nowhere else you can peg it in. You can't like peg it in here, but you can as well actually open his mouth as well, which I like how you can do that. It definitely adds something extra to that. It just gives you the availability of making it a bit more of an evil looking fella, but he's really cool, and I just like how it's nice and compact, nice down to the floor. Everything's sort of covered up in a way, but it's really cool. This isn't pegging in properly. Why? Come on now, come on, work with me here. But it's really nice. I like this mold a lot. It's really cool. Would I buy another one of these? Probably not. I think they've done the mold enough now. Or at least they've used the character model enough. Paralon and Scorponok, you know. But in the actual show, there are tons of like duplicates of different ones. They're just like different colors and multicolored ones. There's robots which have featured in Transformers Prime, everything like that. But it's you know, really cool what you know, what they've done and how they tie it in. And there's little puns and everything like that just sort of ties over to Transformers Prime, which I like that a lot. It's really cool. So yes, the transformation for him, if you see my Scorponok one, you'll know how to do it. So, but we'll do it again for this guy because it is rather fun. So what I'll do, I'll close his mouth just for now. What you can do is straight away pull this back just to get out of the way. Move the claws back in like that. They'll just literally move. They sort of really loosely ratchet in. You can feel the clicks, but you can't hear them. But they'll sort of go on the back, which looks quite menacing. Then you can unclick these legs, and they've got the ball joints down here. Move them so that this is facing the same way as that. So you're bringing it down, and you can see there's this sort of rectangular hole. You want it to be there, so literally just twist it like that, and that's that. Then you can move the entire leg down, and if you remember from the Scorponok one, you have to sort of chicken leg it like we did with the ROTF Starscream, which is a pretty cool figure for Revenge of the Fallen, because he had all his Cybertronian tattoos all over him. That was really cool. So you can bring the Stinger up, to be honest, now, but we can also move this chest piece out. Now there's these like tab pieces which are used for the shoulder pieces, but you can use them just to help pull out this. Whilst you're doing that, sort of lift it up as well, and you'll see what's happening inside. There's this hinge which is sort of moving its way up, and it was covering this gap here. And you want to also flick the head up, of course. Flick the Scorpion head all the way down. It does click in when you've transformed it to Scorpion, so it just goes like that. Fold this up, and it'll literally just rest there. There's no clicking in, it'll just rest there until you've done the shoulder pads, and then that's when you get the connection and it'll stay. You can bring the Scorpion tail up all the way if you want. I sort of like to sort of make sure it's hugging the back and sort of almost clicking in, but it doesn't, but it's close to. So there's the head there. Then we can get, I kind of like this, he looks a bit weird. Looks rather funny. But anyway, you can open the claws up, just open them up, and then these will sort of move, they're sort of hooked on, you can't really take them off. Open that out all straight like that. You can close this up then, just literally rotate it until you find the peg, which you can see right here is just on the very end of this. And what you want to do is you want to just sort of make sure you can get it into that peg, which you should be able to. There is also a oh, it can go up a bit more, can it? Ah, there we go. So it does actually lock into place. Sorry about that. So it locks in, and then you can actually push this all the way in, and it doesn't just peg in using that clip. I'll show you in a sec now. Get this hand out. So you want to find the peg and the hole, but also you'll see there's a little notch in the little circular bit, which is actually going into there, and it's helping to lock it into place, which is exactly what you're doing. And push that in. Lock them in place, and that's pretty cool. There we go. Fold them down as well, so it sort of covers up the arms a bit more. Twist the arm, put him into a certain pose, and there is Paralon, all sorted. Now I've never heard of a Transformer called Paralon, so it's a bit of a new name for me. Why is he standing a bit off? Is it me, or is he standing a bit off, or is it his legs? Oh, it's his legs. Ah, whoa, calm down, mate. Calm down. Okay, so we can put him into a bit of a funky pose. I think the Scorponok, I had it so his arm was there blocking, and then he was actually holding it like that, as if he was going to stab someone, which I think looks rather cool. But you could have him sort of like bowing in a way if you wanted to. Right, put his head down, and sort of bowing. That's rather cool. Kind of like that. I mean, it looks quite similar to the Scorponok one, but it's almost as if he's bowing over. You could probably, if you had a bit more time, you could sort of like get him like that. It's just the sort of stance to sort of keep him like that. But that works rather well indeed. But like I said, the colours, the sculpt is perfect, you know, it's brilliant. I think the Scorpion modes is pretty easy to make, you know, you're going from a Scorpion to this, Scorpion. Scorpion to this. And it's rather cool. I'm definitely hoping to get some of the mini-cons, definitely, so I can at least display them with their correct partners, or at least the Decepticon partners. We'll just have to wait and see. I think it was Buzzstrike or something like that. That was the name for the guy who was with this, but it was like a red mini-con which turns into like a power axe. But basically, I won't spoil anything, but when these guys sort of get defeated, the mini-con sort of jumps on, and then it sort of almost just controls it straight away, and it'll actually just control everything it does, so that like the head will be all down and like out and everything like that, but the body's still moving because the axe is controlling it. It's really cool, and hopefully it's going to get explained a lot more as the episodes go on, which will be really cool to see. But yes, there we go. We have Paralon all done, reviewed, unboxed, and ready to be put on the shelf with all the other Decepticons, because he's looking absolutely amazing. He looks as if he's about to go into like a roly-poly sort of thing, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this guy. He's pretty cool indeed. And yeah, fingers crossed there'll be more Transformer reviews coming up in the future. As soon as I get them, or as soon as I can find them, I will be showing them off and everything like that. So yes, there we go. I'll leave it there for now. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and goodbye.